Hello, welcome back to another exciting installment of my video diary. Alright. Anyway, wasted a second there. Alright, here's what I've got so far. Alright, I've got a lot. And this is just, almost got 2,000 lines of code in one header. But, anyway, I have been working on my side project here. That was my code. This is my blueprint so far, and of course this is probably going to be reworked. I mean, some of this stuff probably should be in C++ to make it go a little quicker. But, alright, down to it. Okay. Been working on doing this stuff. You'll have to apologize. I apologize for the lagginess because I've got OBS running and this is a little large. But I've got now hard coded in, and there's a reason for the hard coding. I've also disabled the collision with this, with the with me, because I want to be able to show you this. See this here? Every time you place a block, if it's blocked, or if being able to see it is blocked from by another block, it doesn't send that information to the renderer. At the moment, my block selection, I've only got alright, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of cubes to build with. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean it is what it is. I've got adding and removing and station, and yeah, that is something I got to fix there. Let me show you that real quick. I've got to teach it to recognize whether or not this is a wedge, you know, whether or not the partial face can be seen or not. But 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3. I've also got to give you a visual cue as to how the but as you can see there, it doesn't render the inside of that. It doesn't send that information in. It just, as far as this is concerned, it just assumes that it's one mesh. So get rid of this here. Alright, not only do I have that, those 4 shapes, being able to rotate it, which I've got to work on a user interface, but I've also worked on being able to lift it up, move it down, and of course I'm backwards here, so moving it to the left and to the right and forward and backwards. I've still got to do symmetry, which my symmetry is going to be different than Robocraft's. There's not going to be a block right up the center here. It's actually, when you click on, when you have the symmetry, if you place one here, it'll place one right next to it, and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's going to be like that. I of course have got just a bazillion color choices, which you can manually type it in. Let's see here, 0.1, number lock, 0.1, enter, C. Oops, I've got to make this easier to use. I've got to clean up my, you can change it to any color you want. I've also got to make it to where it loads up the last color. But you know, things are coming along quite nicely. Here's a funny thing. Alright, when you come on up here and you lift it on up, if you keep going, and I've got to stop this, it cycles it. It runs through, so I've got to stop it on the outward. I got to make it to where it'll stop moving it one way or the other. If you reach all the way up to the top, it won't go any further to the top. If you reach all the way to the bottom, it won't go any further. Ordinarily I wouldn't mess with it, worry about it, but if you wait too long, like right now, wait a second, when you go back up, those blocks are lost. So that's a no good thing. After I take care of that and the missing faces, I'm going to work on writing it out so that the block position and stuff can actually be saved, and then it's on to making sockets and attaching wheels and stuff like that to it. Anyway, thanks for looking, and you have a wonderful day.